Hello, and welcome to the Continuous Quality Improvement video series for Sexual Risk Avoidance Education Grant recipients. This video focuses on the third of 5 steps in a CQI process, testing your solutions to challenges. A critical part of the CQI process is testing out a strategy to address a challenge. Using a small-scale approach before you implement program-wide is crucial to success. This is called a road test. You might have also heard this step called rapid cycle testing, pilot testing, or PDSA cycles. All these terms are similar and mean that you are trying an idea in a small-scale, low-stakes way and collecting data and feedback to understand how it worked. You do this so you can refine the idea before you implement it program-wide. Let's look at how some grant recipients approached a road test in their programs.
What did that process of developing the road test look like for you?
We were looking to have students get parent permission to be surveyed, and we'd have paper surveys, we'd have links they could go to, whatever would work best for them. And we really weren't getting a lot of turnaround. We'd say, how many of you will get this done tonight? Because you have an incentive that when we get it back, you're going to get an incentive card. One of the things we did that did increase the response was we got the little silicone bracelets with the name of the Yes You Can Make Smart Choices curriculum name on it that they were going to be taught. And our theory was they're going to put this on, wear it, and they're going to get home and it's going to remind them that they've said yes, they want to do that. Because yes or no. Your parents said no to the survey, they said yes to the survey, you still got a gift card, just bring it back. And they weren't doing it. And now they've started to.
Right.
So that was,
so whether it was yes or no.
Yeah, it didn't matter to us, just get this back to us.
What were the questions that really drove the development of the road test?
For us, with the school giving us a yes, like yes, we know the importance of this program, we want it, we need it, but the time restrictions. Yeah. So the question for us is, okay, where are these group of youth that can benefit from this with no time restraints? So we had to start brainstorming and getting staff involved. Like, we know the youth are here, but where can we implement to youth that doesn't have a time restraints? And so we started thinking football teams. Our community is a sports-driven community, so we know they're invested in sports, right? So let us talk to this coach and get their buy-in on this program, because the admins have already given us the yes. Let us help them understand how this will help them as a team and then get some of their time, and that's what worked for us.
I get out of bed every day knowing that the day is a challenge before me. But I know that we're on a good road and we're making a difference where we can and when the doors open. We had been doing SRAE, sexual risk avoidance education, in public schools for 7 to 10 years. We wanted to continue, but the process had ended in that school, we were going on to another school, or the grant was ending. What I thought was, well, this program needs to be sustained by the school. Let's take the principles of what we teach and train students to be ambassadors for that program. So we thought we'll make a mentoring program.
I knew the most important thing to do first was to connect with the right individuals in the administration in the school, and allowing the school to understand that we're there to serve them.
Students were chosen, they started their training, and then we realized we had a problem with what our message was going to be through the students. And it was sitting at this table at a meeting. We had just heard from a mentoring program that was functioning incredibly well, and I realized we don't have the bandwidth to do what we're saying we're going to do for these schools and these kids. It was very fortuitous that we started out as we did, which was as a small pilot that we were road testing. Our staff did help inform the pivot for us because they already had relationships with the youth.
We sent out a survey to our students, our student ambassadors, garnering their input as to how they felt about how things had gone, being able to read that lived experience, read the impact in which we made in their lives. We use it as a motivation, but also use it as a way to make changes too, where changes need to be had in the program.
I knew that it had to happen, and I wanted to make sure that my staff understood that here's the reason why. So pivoting to an ambassador program, it wasn't a big turn, but it was a necessary turn. And immediately, I knew it was right, and the staff knew it was right.
You just heard how some grant recipients conducted road tests to address challenges their programs faced. Road testing helped these grant recipients get their improvement strategies right over time. These recipients did this by asking good questions, collecting valuable data, and being open to failure as a learning opportunity. Their road tests helped them to understand how to tweak their strategies that made them feasible to both implement and support progress. Remember, this video focused on step 3 of the CQI process. Make sure to check out the other videos in the series to learn about the rest of the CQI process. To learn more about conducting a road test, check out our modules on road testing linked on the screen below.